Thank you very much. As mentioned, I'm Cheryl Curran from Bottomline Technologies, and Chris Bilioris is going to assist me today in giving you a demo of our new business online account opening and onboarding. And with that, you know, as we've spent 12 years in the OAO space, you know, we've really realized how you have to be innovative around fraud and fraud protection. But we feel that as we look at the marketplace, that is a very unserved part of the target market of small businesses. There are right now 28 million small businesses operating in the US alone. In an effort to capture a bigger share of this market, you should consider what is the best channel to actually service it. Or better yet, you may want to offer an omni-channel experience to tailor it to that particular market segment. Business online account opening and onboarding was reported as the top priority for 50% of the SMB online bankers, interviewed recently by the Barlow Research study. This statistic is not surprising, as 33% of all businesses interviewed said that they would actually switch banks for a better online experience. As a market leader in online account opening, Bottomline has enhanced our award-winning consumer product to address this need. We're pleased to showcase our new business online account opening and onboarding solution designed to help you attract new business users and accelerate enrollment without introducing additional fraud risk. Many layers of defense are required to effectively defend your reputation, guard market share, and keeping customers safer than your competitors, all the while ensuring you meet compliance obligations. We're pleased to offer 2 new unique fraud management techniques in conjunction with our business onboarding program. You know, sometimes data is simply not found by initial verification solutions. The lookups, especially when you look at online, some of the data is simply not available. So we've introduced a feature that we call waterfall. So we will actually, depending on your verification strategy and your fraud management program, we will actually query multiple verification solutions until we either find that customer or really determine that it is a fraudulent user. The idea here is to improve your throughput. That's job one when it comes to online account opening, and that your good applicants actually get through while you do defend yourself against the risk of fraud. This, coupled with our Fortify fraud detection solution, creates a powerful fraud prevention arsenal. Fortify is a business rules-based solution that basically identifies suspicious applicants when they're crossing FIs. As we have a very large network of financial institutions utilizing our services and opening over 2 million applications per year, we've accumulated quite a bit of historical data and actually present data. And if we can identify an IP address trying to make online account openings across multiple FIs, maybe 4 or 5 attempts across different financial institutions, it's, you know, a pretty good indication that there's a risk there. And this data allows us to keep protect your online account opening process and identify those as potential fraudsters. So with that, Chris is now going to walk us through the actual application process for online account opening and business onboarding. At the outset of the application, it simply collects the business information combined with conditional logic that matches your user's information with actual products that would best fit that business. A username and password is assigned, as the businesses don't typically have all the information that they need at their initial sit-down to process and to complete the application. This solution offers the flexibility to save and resume if they want to come back and finish the application, view any documents that we stored in their digital locker on their behalf. Here we're qualifying the business via a series of third-party checks and applying conditional logic to determine the right product mix. Next, we will allow you to capture more detailed business information to satisfy your particular needs, as well as your regulatory needs, to determine whether or not you want to approve the business relationship. Businesses can easily fund a new account via ACH, credit, debit card, or if you are doing an on-prem, maybe with your mobile app, you can still collect whether it be cash or check for a staff-assisted setting. You're also able to create robust, lucrative onboarding experience by offering profitable add-on services within the application. For example, cash management, merchant services, payroll services, or ACH payments. In this case, we'll select some ACH payments to onboard in addition to our application process. Real-time email verification also reduces fraud exposures. It ensures that you are actually communicating with the person who is representative from that business. And it also ensures that you have the ability to communicate with them during the process as well as after the process. We believe it's best practice for all self-service online applications to do an email verification. But you may choose to skip this step in a staff-assisted operation. The business is presented with out-of-wallet questions to ensure the individual applying is in fact from that business. Again, to ensure that there is no fraud going underway, and that the business entity, and that person actually works for that business entity. You know, as described earlier, here's where the waterfall verification comes in, and we would do some supplemental checks, if not all, giving that user the ability to pass the KBA questions. E-signatures enhance the user experience by keeping the process paperless with digital wallet, a digital wet signature, and support of multi-signers, and multi-signers based on their role and level of ownership within the business. The ACH payments that we've selected can now be onboarded, illustrating the digitalization of the ACH option. Supporting documentation can be easily uploaded, either enabling it with a camera or by uploading it in your PC. And Chris will show us that in a moment. Well, as Chris completes the application, I just wanted to share with you that this moving from a paper-based enrollment to a digital onboarding reduces the cost of operation. Removing that paper processing out of your system improves efficiencies and expedites and improves the process and time to revenue. This new service has recently been rolled out nationwide. And in our first implementation, the digitized process reduced the average onboarding time by 67%, from an average of 15.5 days to 3.44. And on the bill pay applications alone, the time was reduced by 93%, from 14 or more days to only 1 day. You know, these types of performance improvements will revolutionize your operation, differentiate your business, and give you a competitive advantage. Bottomline is pleased to offer you these type of tools that you need to attract and service the significant number of the 28 million small businesses available to service in the U.S. today. And are we? Well, we are in booth 733, and you can come by and see that application actually get processed through. But as we saw, it took, on average, 4 minutes to process. Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.